So here's the thing. The Warning has been a band that has really, really, really moved me. Following their journey thus far has kind of been like the Hallmark movie of metal, where you have these three young niñas, hermanas, and they're just growing up and they become goddesses at metal, and they just want to show their grandma that they're goddesses at metal, and then YouTube happens and they become this amazing trio of rock and roll that has such potential for being such young ladies, and they've literally been rocking out for years at this point, and not all of them are even 18 yet. This is an amazing band if you've not spent any time listening, and if you have, you probably know what you're in for. I have not reacted to anything at CDMX, I don't believe, other than Narcisista, and I wanted to get back to another live performance by The Warning. I also very much wanted to hear another Spanish song, so we're gonna go into this one, Martirio, live at Teatro Metropolitan CDMX. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you end up liking what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, join me on Twitch with these wonderful people. We are literally doing these reactions live on Twitch. I'd love to have you by. But without further ado, let's check out The Warning doing their original song, Martirio, live. Let's go.
Las cosas obvias son las más difíciles de ver. Te asfixiaste con tus propias manos. Cuando todo apunta que
Okay, so it's Danny singing.
por fin alguien te viene a rescatar. Te encuentras nuevamente abandonado.
You know, she's kind of got a little rasp when she sings in her Spanish voice. It's a little different. A lot of times I think her singing voice is, you know, definitely a little bit deeper, a little bit bigger. And of course, she's not singing very loud here, but listen to this rasp.
Te viene a rescatar. Te encuentras nuevamente abandonado.
Kind of had like a little bit of a Joan Jett roar there, which was kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and say I love Danny's voice in Spanish. I haven't heard it yet, but this is wonderful. Her and Pau, I mean, they're all three great, but this one, I already like this a whole lot, the way it built up. I think this is maybe almost immediately my favorite. It's crazy that this young lady is 17, and when we saw her in her grandma's basement, she was like 9. It's so crazy to me.
Al fin te das cuenta en secreto que el dolor se quedará. Será tu nueva vida de martirio. Ya no hay vuelta.
Like, we watched that young lady grow from being the shortest to the tallest in her family as the youngest.
No puedes escapar del fuego a tus pies. Y en la oscuridad te perderás. En tu martirio date. Es un destino, entrégate.
I want to comment on Danny's guitar playing for a moment, and I think what I notice is that she's got such a huge tone with her amps. Like I know she plays orange amps from what I've seen, and that PRS with those humbuckers in it. But like you'll see, she often just makes a few strums because they have such a sustain that the noise stays so big and carries for so long. So normally when she's not riffing, you'll see she just makes these huge, you know, big strums. She's not often strumming fast. She's definitely less is more. And then when she does shift into riffing, it's not such a mind fuck to do, because your hand is not trying to move from doing two things fast. It's actually a really interesting way. I really love the way she does this. But if you watch, see that I'm gonna go back because I know like it's impolite to pause in the middle of a solo, but what I like about this is it's really less is more, right? Like she's making some very powerful gestures without having to be overly complex, and I think that that makes so much sense for what they do. I've seen her shred. I know that this isn't a reflection of her ability. I think it's just what makes the most sense for this band.
A veces las cosas obvias son las más difíciles de ver. En tu martirio de ver, es tu destino, entrégate. Aprende de los que sufrieron. Si hay que vivir en miedo, es mejor morir en manos de un avión.
I want to hear the little drum roll again.
Si hay que vivir en miedo, es mejor morir en manos de un avión.
That was dope.
Vida triste, partir tonto y adiós. ¡Ya de México!
She got a little devil roar in her. Tres niñas. Tres niñas. Oh my god, that is easily my favorite The Warning song so far. Martirio. That was amazing. I love hearing, like, I know that they don't sing in Spanish that often, but it's so cool to hear when they do, because it really has a different level of you know, kind of hits home. I don't know what that song is about. That's absolutely right. But the feeling and the emotion and the drive that went with that song was fantastic. I really loved it. I absolutely loved it. It also seems like my camera's kind of being weird here at the tail end of this recording, so I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the positivity you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And yeah, be on the lookout because, again, I'm going to be continuing to jump through this rabbit hole. I love you guys. Goodbye.